Okay, so this guy right here died. So they say. Graham Greene, a trailblazing Indigenous actor best known for Dances with Wolves, dies at age 73. They said after battling some kind of illness. Okay, that's a big go-to lately. They'll say, oh, battling a long time illness, or an illness that he didn't make public, or something like that. So I never watched Dances with Wolves, all right, but Graham Greene played a character named Kicking Bird, best known for his landmark role as Kicking Bird in the 1990 film Dances with Wolves. Greene's 1991 Oscar nomination was one of 12 that the movie earned. And if you haven't seen Dances with Wolves like me, well, I can go ahead and read this paragraph or so here. A Civil War soldier develops a relationship with a band of Lakota Indians. Attracted by the simplicity of their lifestyle, he chooses to leave his former life behind to be with them. I'm assuming that's Kevin Costner's role. I'm not even 100%. But I see Kevin Costner is the director of this movie, and it looks like he played a guy named Lieutenant Dunbar. So maybe that's him they're referring to. So, having observed him, they give the name Dances with Wolves. Soon he is a welcomed member of the tribe and falls in love with a white woman who has been raised in the tribe. Uh, Tragedy results when Union soldiers arrive with designs on the land. And I'm ready for the bot comments like, man, you didn't watch the movie before doing your decode. No, no. Maybe if I was a sellout decoder put here to deceive, right? Maybe, but that's not me. I can't, I'm not going to put the time into it like that. So that's Dances with Wolves. There, um, if you wanted to go watch the film on your own, you can. The movie released November 21st, 1990. Okay, and Graham Greene, he was a Canadian First Nations actor and recording artist, active in film, television, and theater in a career spanning over 50 years. Okay. 50 years. And he was in some other films. We're going to go over at least one of those. This guy dies at age 73, and they're saying after an illness.
We begin today by saying goodbye to actor Graham Greene, best known for his work in 1990's Dances with Wolves. Greene played Kicking Bird in the movie, earning an Oscar nomination for his performance opposite Kevin Costner. Graham died today in Toronto after a long illness, his agent telling Deadline he was a great man of morals, ethics, and character. Along the way, the Canadian Indian actor opened doors for other Indigenous performers. Among Greene's other credits, The Green Mile, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Maverick, and the Twilight Saga New Moon.
Born in 52, dead in 25, The Reflection. And that guy kind of gave it away there that this Graham Greene, he was in the movie The Green Mile. Even if you're talking about his death, no matter what the story, isn't that interesting? You were in the Green Mile and your name is Graham Greene? It can't be just interesting to me. If that's not interesting, maybe you'll find this interesting. Graham Greene, CM. That's how they put it right there. You see that? Canadian First Nations actor and recording artist, active in film, television, and theater. Look at that. Graham Greene, CM. Look at the cipher breakdown. It's right there. Graham Greene, CM, which stands for. Oh, it's not going to switch slides for me? There it is. In Canada, CM most often refers to Member of the Order of Canada and honor for a lifetime of distinguished service. 73, and he's dead at age 73. Right off the rip. I mean, what am I supposed to say about that? It syncs up, doesn't it? And I will let I make connections. I'm actually not making them. I'm just showing the connections. There's nothing I did to make this other than put together the slides of some facts. Sacrifice equals 73. Canadian Marketing Association. Look at that. That's exactly what they have right there. Graham Greene, CM. Now, his last birthday, June 22nd, was even the 173rd day of the year. So you get that 73. You see how the birthday comes into play. You see how the language comes into play. Letters have numerical values. And you're going to get that 73, born in 52, dead in 25. So from his last birthday to the death date, he died on Labor Day. Okay, there's probably some more to that. From his last birthday to his death date, 10 weeks, 2 days from start to end date, 102. Graham Greene equals 102. That's as simple as A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, all the way to Z. Z being the 26th letter of the alphabet. 102, 102. Greene died Monday in Stratford, Ontario, after a long battle with an unspecified illness. Variety first reported the news on Monday night. A representative for Greene did not immediately respond to the Associated Press request for comment. Interesting that he died in Ontario, right? Because I know that there is a Timmins, Ontario, and it looks like there was somebody named Timmins in Dances with Wolves. Look at that right there. Robert Pastorelli. Let me zoom in. Where did he go? There he is right there. Look at him right there. The first one. Timmins. Look, there's a Timmins, Ontario. Look at that. A city. Look. City in Ontario, Canada. You see that? And he dies in Ontario. There's a guy named Timmins in Dances with the Wolves. These stories are it's a lottery. Like all of the letters, all of the words, it all gets recycled, and it just spits out with the pattern. I don't know what to say. You can't deny it. Okay? You can't deny it. Even he dies on Labor Day. Look. Labor Day, 48 and 33. Graham, 48 and 33. Labor, 48 and 33. And there's some underlining uh race race issue going on here, because I think Labor Day represents like some kind of like real slavery, right? Like we're slaves, you know what I'm saying? They lied to us about, back in the day with slaves, right? And this is what I think's going to happen. Okay? I think when we're all gone, we're not around to defend what's being said about the time we lived in. I think for future generations, they're going to look back and they're going to call us slaves, right? They may shorten the full time work week. Instead of 40, maybe it's going to be 30. Maybe you get an extra day off. Maybe they increase pay by $15, $20 an hour. And then they're going to look back and say, man, good thing we weren't those slaves. You see, just like they're telling us now about the fake history with slaves. And I'm not saying that minorities or natives, blacks, colored, anybody not considered white. I'm not saying that they're not like hated on or oppressed. I'm mixed myself. Okay, I'm a mixture of things. I'm not saying that maybe it wasn't a little bit rougher on certain categories of people. I'm just saying that's what I think. We can all have our own opinion on that. But look, you could see this guy's name, Graham, syncs up with Labor Day. And just think about Labor Day, what it's all about, right? Working sucks. You know what I mean? And of course, we get multiple meanings with the word labor. A woman goes in labor. I mean, this is spelling, spell casting. There's something with this language. Okay. And I enjoy, battling it every day and doing these decodes, right? We may never know the the true uh meaning to the world, right? But we do know there's some kind of script going on here. And earlier, if that video of that news clip is left in, I've been having to edit them out because the volume hasn't been playing, but I also followed that up by letting you know he is best known for his landmark role as Kicking Bird in Dances with Wolves, but he also was in the Tom Hanks project, The Green Mile, and his last name is Greene. He just has an E on it at the end. Look at that, man. Is there going to be any mainstream news outlet out there telling you that he was in the Green Mile? That's interesting. Probably not, because then you might catch on to a fake world, right? And that's a Tom Hanks project. There's probably a connection between Tom Hanks and Kevin Costner with Dances with Wolves. Do you think it's a coincidence that Dancing with Stars is trending? Dances Dancing with Stars is trending, and I am making a video on this as well because you see one of the characters in the cast, Jordan Childs. Come on, man. So I already got that in the works. Come on, man. The cast, you see the cast right there, right? Dancing with Stars is trending. This guy from Dances with Wolves dies. Come on, man. And stick around, a few more minutes because I also have some things on the side here. Even Drake is born in Canada. Like this guy, Drake's name is Aubrey Drake Graham. Dude who just died, his name is Graham as well. Both born in Canada. Come on, man.
Welcome back here to CBS 19 News at 5. Oscar-nominated actor Graham Greene has died after a lengthy illness. He was 73 years old. He starred in several Hollywood blockbusters, including the 1990 film Dances with Wolves, for which he received a Best Supporting Actor Oscar nomination. Greene went on to appear in other hit movies, including 1995's Die Hard with a Vengeance and 1999's The Green Mile. His more recent work included roles in the vampire film series The Twilight Saga and the HBO original series The Last of Us.
Man, we keep hearing that number 95 as well, but look at this. You know what's amazing? Because I pulled up this breakdown right here. Look at this right here. I remember doing a Dances with Wolves breakdown, and here it is. This is from 9 months ago. Actor is again indicted on SA charges in Nevada. And this guy is, what does he go? Nathan Chasing Horse right here. Okay. His name, when I look on Wikipedia, Nathan Lee Chasing His Horse, also known as Nathan Chasing Horse, and Nathan Chases His Horse. Sikanuu Lakota actor born on the Rosebud Indian Reservation and enrolled in the tribe. He has spent most of his adult life in California. Uh, but you can see the breakdown that I did right here as he has these SA charges. He was indicted. Now, when I pull this up, just to see, are we going to see any connections to what's going on now? Maybe now we get this Dances with Wolves death with Graham Greene. You could see that. I don't, no, I don't think that's Kevin Costner right there. Maybe that's the district attorney. But look at, even in that breakdown, Steve Wolfson, district attorney. Come on, man. Look, the Wolverines just won the national championship. Look at how I connected that. Wolverines, Steve Wolfson, Dances with Wolves. And the college football season is underway right now, and it just kicked off. So, even back then you were getting college football breakdowns. I even did the Bill Belichick breakdown as he got smashed with North Carolina. They got smashed by TCU. And we could just kind of, okay, now look, Atlanta rap star Young Thug was released from jail. You can see I connected that in that decode. And that's really interesting because he's trending heavy right now. Remember, he had the wolf on his sweater in court, and he's trending right now because they're calling him a snitch. Okay, so now he's trending again, and we get another Dances with Wolves. So this is how you know there's some pattern going on here, right? And Young Thug's birthday was just a few weeks ago, but look, he's trending. And now he says Kendrick Lamar, he criticizes Kendrick Lamar. Look at how he's trending right here. And I saw something about he snitched. 50 Cent seemingly reacts to Young Thug and YSL snitching scandal. You see that right there? So now, he's trending just like he was 9 months ago for being released. Man, has it already been 9 months? Wow. That's damn, right? Time flies. But look, that decode 9 months ago, and look, I already had it in there, was released from jail after changing his plea. So now he's trending again. Isn't that amazing? And now we get another Dances with the Wolves trending story. Even I connected, there's that 95 right there. The NFL season begins on 9/5, and it also says Graham Greene trending with his death. It said he was in at least one movie in 1995. I just can't remember what they said. Even look at the 148 right there. Donald J. Trump even equals 148. Look at the 88s. I don't even think I brought up Trump in that decode, but look, Trump equals 88. Nathan Chases His Horse, 88, indicted. You see that? Dances with Wolves connection. Now here we go again with the pattern. Young Thug coming back around in the news cycle. Trump 88, Dances with Wolves actor 88. Nathan chases his horse 88. So this is why it's nice. This guy even dies at age 73. Remember, Bill Belichick is age 73 and he's trending. He is trending right now. Okay. So look at in the cast here. Remember, there's something there's something going on with Labor Day, like I mentioned, with like oppression, slavery, we're all slaves, right? We got to work, taxes, it's BS. Look at the names of these characters here. Rodney, like Rodney King. Look at that right there. Look, Floyd, Red Crow, Floyd, like George Floyd. Come on, man. You even get McDonald, Mary McDonald. You get Don in there like Donald Trump. Come on, man. Isn't that wild? Look at, they have somebody named Tantu Cardinal. Cardinal is a bird. And look, Graham Greene's character is Kicking Bird. But that lady right there, supposedly her real last name is Cardinal, which is a bird. Come on, man. This stuff is absolutely ridiculous.
County Detention Center without bail.
Got that spider symbolism on his neck. Okay, so, I wanted to bring that stuff up. And again, Young Thug had that wolf on his sweater. Something else, too, man. Look, Nathan Lee chasing his horse, indicted. You see how it connects here. But look, he's got Lee in his name, and Leroy Jordan just died. So all of this connected to Dances with Wolves. Right here. Roy, this guy just died, and it's all connected to Michael Jordan, too. Bill Belichick coaching North Carolina football. Michael Jordan played North Carolina basketball in college. The Bill Belichick connection, all of this Tom Brady energy going on. 9/11 right around the corner. Obviously, the Patriots connected to 9/11. Isn't this is wild. So it's a script. I mean, I don't know what else to say. They say this guy dies from an illness. Let's just go ahead and toss illness in here on the fly. Okay, I don't really see anything off the top there worthy of bringing up. Did they specify it, or they just say like long illness? I'm not going to stretch. I'll put the whole quote in, a lengthy illness. That's the exact whole quote right there, just to see. Nothing that I'll bring up at the moment. I could say a few things, but I don't want to stretch on anything here. Okay, so that's my breakdown. We're always going to add some things on the fly. Don't forget, Labor Day's got 138, like Donald Trump right there. His number, Labor Day's got 48, and a lengthy illness equals 223, which is the 48th prime number. So I guess that is worthy to bring up for sure. So there might be something else with the color green also. So, as a decoder, that's going to stick with me. You like the thumbnail? You like the thumbnail right there? Dances with Wolves trending at the same time as the new Dancing with the Stars. It's ridiculous, right? Green Mile, Graham Greene. Oh, Graham's got that 48 like labor as well. 48th prime, 223. A lengthy illness equals 223. Okay, Graham Greene, a trailblazing Indigenous actor, best known for Dances with Wolves, dies at 73. It's an Associated Press article, and I am Math Tucon, and this is Daily Decodes 812, and I just, kind of decoded that without even, I'm not going to go through the whole story, right? I see the title and bam, it's a breakdown. Okay, I think I gave you the most important pieces here. If you're more interested in Dances with Wolves, you can go check that out on your own time. I didn't see anything big time with Kevin Costner, um, or else I would have included it. I probably could have forced it, but if I don't see anything right away that's big time relevant, I just kind of leave it. And again, I'm not perfect and I do miss things. I mean, it's not so easy decoding in a fake world. Shout out to y'all, AI bots, Richard West, everybody else out there. If you're a real person, you know who you are. Appreciate you. Until next time.